So today we're going to make cabbage. I feel like cabbage does not have enough credit. It is delicious, but I feel like a lot of people shy away from it because they just don't know how to make it. So when picking up cabbage, make sure you're getting cabbage and not lettuce. So for the first thing we need to do, kind of peel off the bad. This whole piece does not need to be pulled off because it's not all bad, but just the little pieces. If the whole leaf looks bad, just pull up the whole leaf. It's just like lettuce, it just kind of pulls back. So we're just going to kind of clean it up here. This one looks really good. Go ahead and we're going to start cutting it. I have not washed this yet. You will need to wash it just because the way that the leaves are made on lettuce, you can't get into all those grooves. So see how that's kind of like, it's going to start. I just kind of shave it is what I do. Shave it off, set it to the side. We don't want it. And then I have this piece. I'm just going to set that to the side and continue the chopping process. Cabbage is so versatile. You can use it in so many ways. You can boil it. My mom used to make it just boiled in butter. Not my favorite, but you can use so many things. My mom also makes a cabbage casserole that is delicious, but for some people that's just not their favorite. So this is all core. This whole thing is core. You can cut up pretty good into it, but it gets so big and thick in the veins right there. I just usually, that's all trash to me. To each their own, but that's all trash in my opinion. So now that we have all of this chopped up, I'm going to you then decide how you want to chop it smaller. You can, in my opinion, I like it just to chop it like this. Some people like to chop it like in quarters because this is going to be like the size of your bites so I might do it one more chop. And then I just have a salad spinner that I'm just going to be adding my pieces to, and I'm going to wash it after it's chopped. That way it can get into all of those little nooks and crannies, crevices, whatever you want to call them. And this will separate when you start cooking it or when you start washing it. And this is going to also shrivel up a lot. It's going to make it look like you have so much more than what you actually have. Like I said, it is so versatile. Some people do not like the end, like the vein of the leaf. To each your own on that. It does take a little bit longer to cook, otherwise it's crunchy. But again, everyone has their preference. Some people don't like that on lettuce either. Lettuce does have a weird smell, and when you're cooking it, a lot of people think it smells bad. It never has bothered me, but again, everyone has their own preference and their own thoughts on this kind of stuff. So I'm going to continue chopping here, and then I will show you what it looks like. So I'm just like putting it in this bucket. I will show you what it looks like whenever I get done chopping. Alright, now that I have the cabbage washed, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my stove. I'm going to put it on 5. And whatever water is in here is okay, because you do want this a little bit wet because you want it to steam a little bit. And now this again is where it gets so versatile. You can add pretty much anything you want. So my preference of this, look how much that looks like, and you're going to be surprised at how small this is going to wilt down to. So my personal preference is bacon fat. I save this as I'm cooking bacon. I'm just going to do a good tablespoonful. And like I said, there is some water left over from just where I washed it. And then I'm just going to add salt and pepper to mine. Like I said, this is so versatile. If you like a lot of spice, you can do like red peppers, like chili flakes. You can add any seasonings you want. If you do not like bacon grease, or if that's like, if you don't eat, like if you're vegan or something, you don't eat meat products, you can do this with butter. I would just put about a half a stick of butter in, and like I said, just whatever water is left over from the cooking. So like I said, this is on 5, just a little bit of bacon fat, and I'm literally just going to put this lid on it to help it steam, and this is just going to cook for like 10 minutes or so. I'll show you as the process goes. Like I said, it's going to will it down a whole lot. So we'll just let this start cooking, and I'll show you whenever it gets wilted down some. Alright, steaming up. Extra water in there. See, I kept one of those stems in there. Pull that out. Totally personal preference. Just gonna stir it around a little bit. Just making sure it has enough liquid in there. And then it's not burning. It's already starting to wilt down. And let it keep going. I'm stirring this, and I'm thinking it needs a little bit more water so it doesn't burn. So just pouring in about 2 tablespoons of water, and just going to put this right back on it and let it continue go. Alright, let's see if this is done. It's starting to get pretty brown. And it will kind of start sticking to the bottom, so you do have to be really careful with that. See how that's totally like changing colors? Yeah, it's starting to stick. That looks so good. I know this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I love it. So the longer you cook it, the softer it's going to get. But for me, this is plenty cooked for me. So that is it. Super simple to make. Just continue to stir it. And like I said, just continue adding water as you think it needs it. If it starts sticking, that's why all this is brown, because it started sticking. If it starts sticking, just scrape up the bottom, add more water, and let it keep cooking. So I hope you guys will try this. Like I said, I absolutely love this, but everyone won't, because everyone doesn't like cabbage. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.